Okay. Okay, we should be live right now. Nice. We're taking a look at Advent of Code 2022 day 13 today. Let me pin this message. So that is the link if you want to look at it yourself. Yesterday we had some pathfinding code. Let's see what we get today. Today is called distress signal. Okay, let me take a sip of my cappuccino. It's still very cold in the office. I've put on heating, and let me turn down this so that it doesn't make too much wind noise. So yeah, if you see me going to this side, I have a little heater here right now just to keep me warm a bit. It should be fine in a few hours, but it always takes some time to heat up in here. So yeah, let me see. Day 13, distress signal. You climb the hill and again try contacting the elves. However, you instead receive a signal you weren't expecting, a distress signal. Your handheld device must still not be working properly. The packets from the distress signal get decoded out of order. You'll need to reorder the list of received packets, your puzzle input, to decode the message. Your list consists of pairs of packets. Pairs are separated by a blank line. You need to identify how many pairs of packets are in the right order. Okay. We can see different levels of nesting here. So it's probably something that we need to parse character by character, and something like this is fun. I remember like a few years ago we had to shift things around. That was a nice challenge. That took some brain power. Let's see what it is. Packet data consists of lists and integers. Each list starts with an angle bracket open, ends with the same closing, and contains 0 or more comma-separated values, either integers or other lists. Each packet is always a list and appears on its own line. Okay, so that's the outer one. When comparing two values, the first value is called left and the second value is called right. Then, if both values are integers, the lower integer should come first. If the left integer is lower than the right integer, the inputs are in the right order. If the left integer is higher than the right integer, the inputs are not in the right order. Otherwise, the inputs are the same. Continue checking the next part. Okay. If both values are lists, compare the first value of each list, then the second value, and so on. If the left list runs out of items first, the inputs are in the right order. If the right list runs out of items first, the inputs are not in the right order. If the lists are the same length and no comparison makes a decision about the order, continue checking the next part of the integer. Okay. If exactly one value is an integer, convert the integer to a list which contains that integer and its only value. Then retry the comparison. For example, if comparing 0, 0, 0 and 2, convert the right value to 2, a list containing 2. The result is then found instead comparing that to that. Okay. Using these rules, you can determine which of the pairs in the example are in the right order. Okay, I need to write some stuff down because I'm already forgetting half of what I've read. Convert single values to list. Left should be lower than right. Ignore equals. And basically compare inside left count smaller than right count. Okay. Let me see. If both values are this, compare the first one. St. Lucia. I don't know that reference, but good morning, Anders. Why don't have any glitter today? Okay. Oh man, I'm trying to comprehend something that is already racking my brain. Let's see, compare the first and the second and so on. If the left is first. So I'm wondering, they say compare the values inside both lists to each other, but it doesn't say that you have to apply the same rules, but it's probably needs to be the same rules. So let's just keep going. Using these rules you can determine about yes. So if you compare these, this is continue, continue, this is fine. Left side is smaller, so inputs are in the right order, okay? So basically you keep going until you hit a false state. One versus that. Let's see. The Lucia celebrations represent one of the most famous in Sweden. Ah, okay. I'm not familiar with the Swedish customs. I'm sorry. But thanks for teaching me something new. So yeah, let me see. When they compare this, I'm wondering how they do compare 1 versus 1. Are they say outside? Let's see. First value is called left, the second value is called right, but that's interesting because they compare, in here they compare this one to this one. So they say the second value, but they just mean, okay, we compare the outermost. Okay, so in this case we chop off this, and then we go from the right. The deepest nesting is this. Okay. So far today I failed all of my tests from the example passed, but the number I get from the main input is too high. Okay. Whew, that's annoying. Let me try. Let me see how I fare. So basically, the first step here is you take the first one and you go to the deepest point first, right? So this is the deepest one here. On the right side, so they compare this to this. So we need to figure out how to do that. That'll be interesting for me to figure out. Oh no, they compare the... Let me see. They were comparing lines here. My bad. Oh yeah, they are always paired. Okay, I'm making things too difficult. Sorry. So yeah, they take the left of this and then the left of this. So that is fine. Then they take the next one. So that is that versus that, and this is wrong, right? Because this one is bigger, longer than this one. Mixed types, convert right for, and retry comparison, 2 versus 4, left and smaller, so inputs are in the right order. But wait, they should also, that's the weird thing, if both values are lists, compare the first value of each list. Blah, 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 and so on. If the left list runs out of items first, the inputs are in the right order. So in their own example here, the right one runs out of values first. So this one is not in the right order. So that is really weird. If the right list runs out of items first, the inputs are not in the right order. So how come in this example they say that it's correct? Or does that only ring true for the first level? Let's see. Maybe this is just for the first level? Interesting. Okay, compare 9 versus, so this is the next line that they do. I wonder why they only do one level though. Let me see. Compare that versus that. Mix types, convert left, try again. That versus that. Right side is smaller, so inputs are not in the right order. Okay. 4 versus 4, 4 versus 4. Left side ran out of items, so inputs are in the right order. Okay, I don't get this. So in here we have the same example, or the inverse of this, but it's a level deeper, so then they don't count it or something. That's interesting. I have to keep that in mind, because for me the example doesn't track with the rules that I've read. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Left side ran out of items, so inputs are in the right order. So here we have a nesting issue. So if there's a deeper nesting, that also counts. Interesting. Let's see what they do. They do here 1, then 2 versus that. 3 versus 3, 4 versus 4. Okay, what are the indices of the pairs that are already in the right order? The first pair has index 1, the second pair has index 2, and so on. Okay, so the only thing that I don't understand is this one. Because the right side ran out of items, and they don't say it's invalid. Let me see. Compare the first value of each list. Okay. Then we try the comparison. Yeah, but they don't say that this doesn't apply anymore. So am I crazy here? If both values are lists, compare the first value of each list, then the second, and so on. If the left list runs out of items first, the inputs are in the right order. If the right list runs out of items first, the inputs are not in the right order. If the lists are at the same length and no comparison makes a decision about the order, continue checking the next part of the input. So for me, what I don't understand is how this one... Yes, you are crazy. No, that doesn't help. So how this one can be valid, because... Because for me, it's not possible for this to be valid, because it contradicts the rules that I need to apply. Really weird. Okay, let's just start coding and see what happens here. Let's bump this up to 150%. Day 13. So if anybody, because 2 is less than 4, yeah, but that doesn't matter. It runs out of items. It says here, if the left list runs out of items first, the inputs are in the right order. If the right list runs out of items first, the inputs are not in the right order. If the lists are the same length and no comparison makes a decision about the order, continue checking. And here it says, if both values are integers, the lower integers should come first. If the less is lower, blah blah blah, etc. Ah, wait, does it? Ah, it stops checking after the first true value here. Okay, that makes sense. The integer test happened first, and if you get to a conclusion, you stop processing. Right. Okay, damn it. I missed that one. I'm glad that I got caught up on that specific part so that I could actually see why. Okay. Let's see. But let me see. The thing is, let me see. But then again, in the second example, it says here, if both values are less, compare the first value, then the second, and so on. If the last runs out of items, the inputs are in the right order. So in this case, compare 8 versus 9, this one is bigger, so it's not in the right order. It's like the same here. Right side is smaller, so inputs are not in the right order. So then when you look here, 8 is smaller than 9, so it's not in the right order. So why is this one different? Oh no, it says the right side is smaller, so not the length check here. Okay, yeah, okay, never mind. Okay, let's go back. Check ints first. If true, false, no need to check lengths. Of course, my final answer is still wrong, so I'd better not influence you despite the examples matching mine. Okay. Yeah, let's see if I manage to come up with something here. This was a hard one for me to read already, as you can tell. Okay, convert single values to list. Let's also start just with the input, because I'm having a tough time just reading it, let alone doing that. Is at like this. For pairs is input.split. And I need to change this for the real input, because now it's I'm running Windows, so this one will have Windows line endings. Let's see. Convert should be convert, but it's only a comment. Ah, yeah. Thank you. I can also just auto hide this one so that we have more room to look at actual code. Okay. And now I'm just wondering how I'm going to parse this. Because basically I have a stack-based parser here. Let me think about it. Now we do select 2 lines as to list. into list, and now we have a list of string A, string B. These are our pairs. Okay, so now we do for each. Actually, I can do pairs with index. Dun, 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 dun. Well, I can do for each. It's been a while since I've used this one, so let's see. And this one is var pair. So now I should have pair. So I have an index and a value so that I can refer to it, and these are 0 based, but we need to have them 1 based for all the answers. Let's see. See, pair 1, etc. So they need to track which ones are valid. So we do list int valid pairs is this. Boom, 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 boom. Pair dot index is 1. Okay. And then we do console.writeLine valid pairs string.join valid index pairs like that, and then we do answer, and then we do valid pairs at sum. Hey Kim, welcome. So yeah, so basically I have everything now except the actual logic. That should be good. Let's see. Pairs in right order. Some of the indexes are yes. Okay, that is fine. You could actually, SmapGK, you could actually brute force the answer probably by just, if you're lower, just going like lower, higher, but the increments get a lot bigger for every submit that you have to do. So yeah, that's not the way to go. Let's see. And now the actual parsing, because we need to turn this one into like a nested list of lists. And I'm just thinking what the right way to do this would be. Like there are languages where you can just eval this. For now, I think the easiest way is just to do I do nested lists? Yeah, I'm still debating what I should do, but let me just do list of yeah, we don't know yet. So this is like a type. Let's see, public class packet, and then we have public list packet sub packets. Let's see. Int values. But the thing is, it's basically just a never-ending nesting of lists of int, and I'm just wondering if I should just parse that the same way. Because basically what I need to do is, like, I have an index into both, so I have index A, index B, and we do index A is index B is 0, and then we just go for index A is, I could do that here. Well, let me see. Because I also need to know the level that we're at. I'm wondering if I should keep like a stack of opening things and then know when to pop off. Because basically I first need to find like the deepest nesting, and then compare to the other deepest nesting, see how many there are. And I'm just wondering what the best way to do that is actually. So what I could do is just to look for open brackets, and then if I don't find an open bracket, I take that value. But I should probably find the matching closing bracket first to know how many items are in there. Let's look back at the example again. Yeah, because you look here and then you have a value. Okay, then you look further and you have a new nesting. So if you find a new nesting, you keep going till you find its matching closing bracket. And you do the same for the other side. So either you find a bracket, that means because you need to strip off one each time. So like one at the start, one at the end. Then you look if you have a number, you compare it to the other side. I'm just thinking because on one end you need to do the comparison, on the other end you need to do make sure that it's a list. I'm just trying to figure out if this works, my logic works for me. So if you strip that one out, it's good. You take out the value. If it's a comma, you strip that out as well. It always has to be a comma, right? Then you look, if it's an angle bracket, you search until you find the next angle bracket. If not, you compare values again. If you reach the end, you need to make sure that the other side has reached the end or not. Let me first write an extract function just to make sure that, well, looky here, the man, the myth, the legend, getting his advent of code grind on. Nick, nice to see you. Nice to see you. Yeah, same here, Justin, Casey, nice to see you here. Does it help to look for lists? Doesn't it help to look for lists inside the list? Yeah, but I think what I'll do first is write an extract function that just says, okay, at this index, look for its matching close and grab that one out. So let's just do that now. So we do public string, and I can do actually int start, int end, string value, extract, string value, int start index. So let's do that. So we go for int I is start index, I smaller than value dot length, and we increment I. We keep track of the level. Int level is 0. Const char level up is this. Const char level down is this. And we expect to find something here. So if start index value level up throw return a value substring start index 1, something like this. And this becomes start index plus 1, because this would mean that we have a literal and not that. But we should probably already know that, right? No, let's do throw new argument exception. Value does not have a given start index. Let's do that. And this is the level up. So we make sure that it's there. If you look at the character, char val, and the val is value I. So we do if val is level up, we increment level. Else if val is level down, and found the end. Then we do return start index I plus 1, and then we do value.substring start index, and then the length would be I minus start index plus 1. Like that. We need an extra closing bracket here. And this will be throw new argument exception. Enable to, okay, find closing starting at, okay, index, start index, okay, level down. So basically this should allow us to extract a value for each section there. Let me see. So we can do var a is pair.a value.a, and we do this extract. We start at 0. Right? Okay. var b is extract pair.value extract pair.value.b, and we start at 0. Bum, 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 bum. Let's see. Console.writeline. Console.writeline. And I wonder inside there. Because basically we need to strip out this, so we do start in at +1, and then the length would actually be this -1, because we strip out the brackets. Let me see. Let me see what this does. B value, and see if I'm on the right track here. Let's make sure that we run day 13. Yes. So basically what it should do is actually return the inputs minus their outer braces, because we stripped out one of them. And then what we can do is actually look yes. So what we probably should do now is if a value does 0 is level up, no up, another nesting. Let's see. No, that's not necessarily true, because this can be string, can be an empty string. If a dot value, if string is no empty or white space, this check other. If this valid is string, is no empty white space, b dot value. Because in this case, if the other one is also empty, then it's okay. But if the other one isn't empty, it's false. I need to make sure that if not is value break. I need to make sure that I do stuff like that. Else if string dot is null or empty, is null white space a dot b dot value. I need to make sure that when I start to do my matching, that I'm not comparing against fine. When I start to do my matching, that I don't run into empty strings, because that will mess stuff up. Bum, 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 bum. B is empty, so less than A, so fine. So this is the case where we need to do more checking. So if this one has another last nesting, we need to do the same for B. Else, if B the value is level up, then we probably need to make sure that we convert one or the other, because let's see. I'm just wondering, because I also need to move on to the next statement after that. So, so this will either be a recursion thing or not. Let me see. Yeah, so if one is a list and the other isn't, boom, 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 boom. Let me see how they do this one, because here you have a very unequal one. Probably don't have all the cases yet. Let me think. If this is also, then we do another extract. The thing is, there might be more, so I probably need to have like a function that I can call that just goes to deeper nestings, but that might also cause me other issues. So yeah, I'm just thinking of how to do this properly, because basically this calls for a recursion function, but if you recurse too deep, you run into other issues and you need to rewrite that again. Let me see. Boom, 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 boom. Another nesting. Both nested. But the fact that a new nest starts doesn't mean that there can be like single values after that. So I need to make sure that if I go deeper, I need to come out again as well. So that makes it hard, and that makes it that we need to be on the same level there. So like in my mind, I'm thinking that I just need to look at individual characters and just keep track that way, but yeah, let's see. And if not, actually, then or maybe I should make them equal first. If I go deeper, I have to be able to get out again. Yes. The thing that I'm thinking about now is like this one. What I could do is just to try to find all the ones that are not equal nested and just fix that first, and then process it all. And on the other side, I was like, maybe I just need to write a class that just has like values, and then just like sublists and values, and just do it like that. So check for a list of the list. Yeah. This is a mental issue that trips me up quite a bit. So it's let me see. So I'm still thinking like, okay, if public, no, because the fact if the other side needs to be a list depends on the other one. So that I was thinking like maybe I can process the input and fix it to be the expected output, but whether or not a single value somewhere is fine depends on what the other thing does. So yeah, if both are nested, now we can just do the thing is I can't keep lose track of this one, so this one really needs to be this will need to be a function that I can call recursively. So let me see, public bool is valid. You can just do string A, string B. String B, okay. Then we get this. Like this. Okay, let's see. So we have that. And in the end, I need to return as valid. Okay, return as valid. Okay. In this case, we can do return. If not, return false. Basically, I don't even need to do this. I can return true. Let's see. So if they are both nested, we do return is valid a dot value b dot value. Yes. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see if that one. Oh no, I did this too quickly. I need to have the other one in here. Like this, yes. Both nested, then we do that. Else only one is nested. And otherwise we have just values here. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see. Then we return. If b is value, then we make this into an array actually. So we add a level around it. Right. Let's see. Yeah, I think that is true, right? Let's see. Yeah, if you have a single value, then you convert, and the other one does it like this, then you convert it. But no, then you convert the single character. Let me see. So this one would be, and I need to do it like this actually. This also So if it doesn't start, then I need to make sure that I just take a single character. And also there is like an intermediate, actually it should be like this. And this will be null. Because there is also indeterminate states. Oh, my hands are so cold. Just need a sec to warm up. This is nice. We've been at this for like 50 minutes already, and I still don't know how to parse it properly yet. So that is, yeah. Let's see. What was I doing? Yeah. So every time that I try to figure it out, I keep going back to I should just parse character for character. Let me think. Yeah, because each time they just strip out the outer layer and then compare. But no, here they have a new layer. So the extractor. Not to be that guy, but I really enjoy just having your troubleshooting in the background. Yeah, don't worry about it. It's nice to have you here. I nailed the parsing, still can't find the right answer though. Yeah. I'm still thinking. So for me, it's like, since you don't know what to expect and there are rules based on what you encounter, for me it makes the most sense to just look at it at a character level. But basically what I need to do is, the extract thing is fine, I think, because you need to look at what you have, extract that and see what's inside, and then depending on what you encounter first, you go compare. So let me think. Is there a way to do this like that? Because you strip that one out, then you counter this. Yes. So the next one would be a comma, so that we move on to the next one. Basically, if we encounter something like this, like the same length here. So let's do the cases that are easy to handle first. So these are both not parts. So what we can do is a.val.split, comma, string a parts is that. Now we do string b parts is b.split. So basically we treat each, because the values are always separated by commas, so that is fine. So if we don't have, basically these are our subparts, right? So now we just need to go for int r is 0, ixa, this is smaller than a parts dot length ixa. Do the same for b. No, we need to make sure that if b parts of length, b parts of length is actually larger than ixa, else not good. Let's see, I would start with for item in list with rules on how to react on that and break it down to smaller items, then compare them, because that leaves me with arrays of it. Yeah. You know what? Why don't you also do this challenge while I'm coding it here and see who gets the answer first? I think you can actually cheat by just parsing the values. And you could actually just declare this in Python and just process it that way, probably. Let's see, which is similar to what you do, but I would not break them out with commas. Yeah, but the thing is, inside a capture, there can be both single values and new subnestings. So you need to split it out. Oh yeah, that's true, because it will not treat the values correctly. Yeah. That is true. You got a good point there, because if the sub thing also has lists, that would give me the wrong values here. So yeah, that's a good point. I just need to process them. Let me think. So that makes me go back to thinking just parsing it character by character. Just see, these all have the same kind of nestings. You can look how many are inside each list and see how many lists are each. Yeah, but that doesn't matter yet. Because that is a later rule that you need to apply. You first need to satisfy the other stuff. Because in this case, if you take this example here, this 4 becomes a new list because it gets compared to this list. So basically, you just need to parse it left to right and then compare. This one is leading for what this one needs to be. How is the 441 treated, right? I'm just like something that comes to mind if I just skip all of this. Like smaller than pair dot value dot a dot length increment I. Does the array formation go 2 ways? No, okay, yeah, it can be. So first you need to have like a fixed step. So let's see. Boom, 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 boom. Pair value that AI is list level up. Now we need to check that the other one is also a level up, or we need to inject one. But that's also not true, because if it's an empty list, I cannot just keep adding empty lists there. Jesus. Because what I was thinking is like, I could just compare left to right, and if left starts an opening and the right isn't, I can just insert one there. But then you run into this case, and then you would mess that one up, because you can only add this one if there is a number there. So what we need to check if it's larger or equal to 0, what we can do, if this is the case, we do that. Can I actually insert one? Okay. I, comma, level up. But I can't update this value, right? Yeah, okay. It needs to actually be a string. Okay, we can do that. Then we need to make sure that we compare to the actual B. Oh, not built. Stop. B dot length. Is that an issue? We need to do that here in the end. If I equals to b length minus 1, break. Then let's add a breakpoint here as well. Because this means that we run out, just to make sure that we don't go past that. The thing is, I need to continue this after actually no, I need to do b as b.substring I. Yes. No, 0, I plus I need to turn this into a string format actually, because we need to have a closing bracket there as well. So we have the level up. And then we also have b.substring I, 1. Then we have level down. And then we have b.substring I plus 1 to the end. Okay. So So this one injects two characters just to make a new list around the value that it encounters, because they are unequally paired. I wonder if that is correct though, because because if you have, like in this case, if there's a nesting there, yeah, it just needs to do it like that. Yeah, that is good. And I can do the same actually for A here. No, this makes no sense what I'm doing right now. Because they don't have to be at the same level. I need to do this from one way to the other. I can't do it for the other one as well. So I can only do this in one direction and then move it to the other side. Is that true? Because if it's not a level up, I need to move the index along to the end there. And since they can have different values there, no, this is also not right. Man. Okay, why am I getting so stuck on this? Let me think. I was wondering what I was doing here, because this compares this to that. Let me just take it one step at a time, because it's this isn't working really well. So in the end I have empty versus 3. What's that about? Oh yeah, okay. I will ask some questions to see if it helps you clear your head. Left list shorter is fine if the other rules are satisfied first. The thing is, I need to have a good way to make sure that I can compare each level to them. So because basically what I have here is the first level of unpacking, and then I just need to keep checking A versus B. So if this one and this one is equal, then I can compare them and keep going. The thing is, I probably need to know exactly how many of these there are. No, I don't, because I can just keep checking. Let's see. Because there are exit options. I need to do that first. Let me see. Let's just go with the solution that we have right now, and I'll just make sure that I'll just do that is not level. Else. just compare numbers. Is 0 I smaller than a dot die dot length increment I. Okay. If a dot AI and compare here. Let me see. Let's see what happened in last issue. What do you do? Right list, or do you compare it to the same number then? If a right list is at the end, should the same number be compared again? Or have I misunderstood that? Because if and don't add increment. Yeah. No, the thing is, you need to compare the numbers. So you need to keep going. Like if you have lists, you compare lists. If one is a list and the other is a number, you make a list out of that that number. Yes, and then let me see. If they are equal, you keep going. If the left one is lower than the right one, you can break out of your checks because the packet is valid. If the right one is lower than the left one, you can break out of the checking because it's invalid. If everything satisfies, you go to check the lengths. So then if the left list is shorter than the right list, then it's good. If the right list is shorter than the left, then it's bad. If they are equal length, you keep going. And those are basically the rules. And there's an additional one that if you have more levels of empty nesting, that is also like a something versus nothing where you evaluate the true or false. So like in this case, you can see that there are more on the left than on the right, and those are invalid. Let's see. This one, we should just compare this one to this one. So these are the same, that is valid. Then that leaves then this versus this. This is shorter than this, so that it's valid because the fours match against each other. And then you have nothing on the left, but still some on the right. In this case, you turn the left one into a list. The first value is higher than the right one, and then it's invalid. So you need to stop processing, even though, yeah. So basically, if this one would just be 113 versus 11511, it would still be sorry, no, if this one wouldn't have these two values, it will still be good because the 3 is lower than the 5. Let's see, compare numbers. If this one is level up and compare here, no, because we already checked that. It's actually fairly easy. Let's see. Let me just. What we can do if Oh yeah, because we can do that. Okay, yeah. We know that the first time this is a number. We also know that you need to check B. How you look now and how you struggle today, that's my everyday coding, the wax text BS. Yeah, I can relate. This is just taking forever. Let me see, B dot value I, but this doesn't have to be in range, so we do if I is larger or equal B dot value dot length. This means A is longer is bad, so is valid is false, and we break. Else if, and now we get to the values. If bi is level up, should make left side a list 2. Okay. Then we have else if b dot value I equals a dot value I. We increment I, and then we need to make sure that it's not out of scope. Let me think. Because now I need to check if either I is out. Yeah. So if I is larger or equal a dot value dot length. If so, if the a has ended here, we need to make sure that we do that there either is something on the right. So we do if a dot value dot length smaller than b dot value length is valid is true, else a dot value dot length equals b dot value dot length. Continue looking. Else is valid is false. And we break. Right. I found my bug. 1 star down. Good job. Let's see if I can get there in the end. My hands are so freaking cold. Let me see. This is such a nightmare already. Actually, let me see, because we have You also got a nice and cold office. Yeah, yeah. Very cold right now. Because it's like -5 outside and it doesn't feel much warmer inside right now. So what was I doing? I was checking them, and I was checking if this one is a list. I just feel like I'm getting nowhere, man. And just every time I look at this, it's like it's so simple, but because it feels like you can just start at the end. If the left one is a angle bracket, the right one needs to be one too, or you add one. -3 outside, 22 inside here. That's a lot nicer. Because we just need to keep doing A/B compares. And it's tripping me up so bad. Because if I would do, let me see, if I do an extract on this, if I do, I would get this part, leaving me with this part, right? And then if there's a comma, let me just see. I'm just going to throw all of this away. So what I can do is, while Jesus Christ. What does my extract function do? Because it doesn't have to be this. If value, let me see. If value start index is comma, then we extract from one more. Let's see. Icky debugging today. Yeah, I've been at it for like over an hour, and I'm still figuring out how to do the proper parsing and walking of this thing. So I'm not doing my finest work right now. Basically, if it starts with a comma, I can just return the next value. No. Let me see. If it's a level up, we do this. Else, we expect like a comma, and we just take one character, right? Oh no, else we just return value that's substring. Is it crazy? Let me see. Just started part 2, see above with my strike. Yeah. Let's see. Start the next one. Something like this. We do return extract value start index +1. Oh yeah, same sort of problem. Examples word add case is an actual input, so then you have to do it by hand to find out where those problems are. Jeez. Well, it's giving me so much hope, especially since I struggle here. So yeah, let me see. So I wonder what I can do is let me just do this here. A, B. And then we do while a dot took me long to find the add case I was missing. Okay. Basically, I need to know if a dot value 0 level up. No, that's also not true. One is a list, other isn't. Part 2 is easy though. I'm just thinking, because what I've done now is basically I can start somewhere, feed it that, and it will extract a value. So it will be either give me back this, so I should be able to call extract on the return that I have and then compare it to the other one. I just wonder if it's even an issue there. Let's see. No. I also wonder, like, I haven't even looked at the inputs. Are there more than single-digit inputs? Yeah, okay. So I can't even do that. So I need to make sure that I support more than one digit there too. So I need to actually do it better. Okay, so then I need to just write the class anyways. Let me just do that for now. Packets. What were they called again? Pairs. Distress signal. Pairs of packets. Yes. Okay. Let's just do packet public list packet sub packets public list int values. Okay. We can also do parent here. Public parent get set. Okay. So if I write a parser for this, public packet parse string raw for int I is 0, I smaller than raw length, increment I, packet result is new packet, return result. Packet parent is result. Okay, let's do that. Switch. Actually, if raw I is level up, packet var p is new packet, and then we say parent is parent. We do parent dot sub packets dot add p. And then we do parent. So we switch over. Else if raw I should probably just switch this. Let's see. Val is this. Switch. No, actually, because yeah. Else if val is level down. Else if val is comma. Okay, Jesus. In this case, parent is parent of parent. Let's see if this one the val index is -1. Val index is I. And then we do parent dot values dot add int dot parse raw substring val index I minus val index Yes, that is correct. Let me see. Val index is -1. If val index larger equal 0, actually larger than -1, we do this. You can just ignore it like that. Let's see what happens if I do this. To do var a is parse pair dot value a. Okay, let me set a breakpoint here and see if it works. Nope. Errorless. Let me see. Invert term. It's getting to be such a mess. Let me see. Object reference sets. Ah, yeah, because I don't initialize those in the constructor. Let me add that here. I can also do is new like this. So that is the default. Is new like this. Okay. Okay, let me see. Part A. So it has no parent, it has a sub-packet, and that sub-packet has 4 values. I'm missing 1, so I need to make sure that I check that at the end. And this one has 1 sub-packet with also 4 values. Okay. Let me see. So here in the end, I need to do. Let me see. I have a parse here, and what I need to do is outside of that. If it goes out and the val index is set, I need to substring of that. Oh, actually, I need to do this even when there is a. No, that's not right. Yeah, it also can be an end. It can't be a new opener, but it can be an end. Let's see if it's leveled down. I need to check this as well. And I never need to do it here. Let's see if that is correct. Oh, I need to set my breakpoint back. One with 5, okay. Let's run the next one. One and then 2, 3, 4. Is that what we see? Let me see. I should set my breakpoint here so that I have the output there as well. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, and then there is a 1. With a 4, and the other one has a value 1. So okay, so it looks like this is parsing correctly. So the A, it has direct. Oh, that's interesting. Ah, yeah, because it doesn't display the outer one. Never mind. So that is good. And then the B, it has a sub-packet within that a sub-packet, and in that it has values. 876. Okay. So it looks like at least this is somewhat doable. So we have this one here, a packet, then a sub-packet, and then values. I'm just reminded that it also matters in which order you see them. Fuck. Oh man. Because my parsing is technically fine. It doesn't tell you if it has like a value here and then a subpack and then another value. So this also doesn't work. Okay, I'm gonna go for a quick pee break and then probably go to like the parse mode and see if I can do it like that. I'll be right back. Can I mute this for a second? Yes, no. Ah, there's a mix. Now we can go crazy in chat and he will never know. Yeah. Let's see. I went crazy in my code and used an XOR. Haven't used one of those in a while. Ah. I wrote a whole thing about like binary and binary operations, and I wanted to do a video on that, but yeah, that's for another time. So yeah, I wrote code that parses this, which is fine, but it would be unable to return this exact interpretation because it just looks at the whole thing and not the way it occurred. So it's useless yet again. So I've written a whole bunch of code and nothing really works for what I want to do, because I have this that actually parses it, but doesn't do anything for us because it will not let us know if we have the sublists before anything else. So yeah. So back to the initial idea that I had, which is just parse it character by character, which is probably what I should have done anyways. The only thing is, like in this case, when you encounter this versus this, I need to insert I need to wrap this in like, let me see, this. So that is something that needs to happen in line, and we can do that. Okay, you know what? I want to actually, I'm just going to make another part 1. And try this again. Boom, 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 boom. So this never happened. So yeah, we have IXA, IXB. IXA is 0, IXB is 0. So now we go while, and we also need to have mutable strings here, A, B. Let's just do that, and so we have A is pair dot value dot A, B is pair dot value dot B. What never happened? Yeah. So we do while IXA smaller than A dot length. Whew. Let's do that. So we do let's see. If IXA is level up and IXB isn't level up. Let me think. Because the situation that we need to account for is make sure both or none are lists. Bum, bum, bum. So that way, if you get an end list, you will always know that one has exited. So yeah, let's make sure that if this is the case, then we need to make sure that B I had that right. I'll finish and learned how to do something new for part 2. Nice. So basically I'm checking here that yes, because if one is a list and the other isn't, then you make a list out of the next token. So there aren't any good examples here because it's always just a single one. It would be nice if there were more here, like a comma after that, but that just means yeah. Basically that is what, if there was a comma 5 here, you would still only turn the 4 into the list, as far as I know. Because each comma separator is just a divider there. Let me see. So yes, A and B, like that. So now we do B is B, that's substring IXB. We can just do a string format here since we will be mixing some stuff. And actually we need to find the next token for like the next comma for B. So we need to look ahead to the next token. Let's see, int, I can just do next index. Okay, so we can do while Boom, 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 boom. So we can do next index is ixb plus 1, while next index, oh no, I could just do while plus plus next index b because this means that there has to be a literal value. If I'm not correct, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. Valid expression term. Why is it complaining here? Oh, like this. Oh yeah. Next index is b. ixb plus 1. So we can do while next index smaller b dot length and let's see, and then we do actually I can just do, I'm an idiot, b dot index of, and then we find that one starting at ixb, right? Yes. Next index, if next index is -1, okay, then we add level up, and then we do b dot substring next index, like that. Okay, there's some simplification I can do. I might revert to some link I had 2 hours ago in my first pass before I refactored 3 times. Okay. I'm so jealous of you guys actually solving the code already. Let me see if I can get there. So yeah, this one fixes the A versus B. I need to do the same for the other side. And then just do A index of IXA, A. Let me just write it out so that I can see that it worked. So this would be, I can write it out before and just do the work double. I know it's not great, but it works. Do A and then do this. And I do the same for B here. Let me just see what this does, if this works. And I never increment A, so that is good. And then we move A along. Let me just do it like this for now. Index out of range, let's see. Okay. B smaller than B length. Let's make sure we do it like this. And it prints nothing. Okay, that's not good. Let me see. Let's see, what is B versus A here? Wait, 5 versus 5. Quick watch. Oh yeah, that's also true because this one will be negative, so in that case it should be so if index of any new char, and this one is level down. Set next statement. Okay, what is the issue? I need to write it differently. That's the issue. Haha, it messed up there. Okay, let me see, because I also the substring needs to start at the 0. Let's try this again. Okay, this one is wrong. I need to fix that. Okay, let me set a breakpoint here so that I do the proper substrings. Let's see. Next index is 6. IXB is 5. Let's see, B in this case. Okay, so I do that one correctly, but the start index is actually next index minus 1. Let's see, is it this? And it needs to have the close index here as well. Yeah, okay, let me see, because it's next index minus 1, and then we need to have the level down. Okay, getting there. Okay, let's run this again. I had the epiphany straight away, but instead of going your way, I thought surely not too hard to parse. Okay. Okay, so this one fixes this, makes that equal. It leaves that alone, leaves that alone, leaves that alone. Okay. We might have something here. Okay. So now that we have equality there, Bum, 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 bum. I'm just thinking, can we, how do we process this? Because basically, else if, let's see. This should just not happen, so let's throw an exception and make sure that we notice when that happens. And we should extract this. You should probably turn this into a function where you just pass it in, but yeah, for now it's okay. Basically, what we do is we fix it here, so now we can move our index along. Actually, we can test this again now. If we get here, both should be equal list-wise. Okay. So now we can do if this is level up. Let me see. I didn't fix the empty ones, right? Oh. Ah, okay. Wait. Good, let's ignore this for now. And the same on this end, right? Yeah, this is just, these are the empty cases that we shouldn't do apparently, so that is fine. Bum, 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 bum. Move into the list. So if we do this, we just do it like this. Boom, boom, boom. Actually, what we can do, if it's not level list, then A has deeper nesting, is valid, is false. I don't keep track of this, okay. Bool is valid is true. I can just add the x and then continue actually, so we can do continue because we go no, just break here. equal result. No. Let me see, I can add the index there. Let me keep track of it. I had something there, valid parse. Let me keep that here. I have that there. So I can just do okay. No, it's not valid, so we don't add it here. Okay. Man, my hands are so freaking cold. Okay, so if A is level up and B isn't level up, is valid is false. False. Let me just put the statements here. I don't know if I need it yet, but bool is valid. Else if we have the same here, but for B, then is valid is true. B is a level up. B has deeper listing. Then we do is valid is true, and we do valid pairs that add pair that index plus 1. Okay. Now let me grab the part where I said the valid pairs. What is the deepest nesting here? Okay, like that. So now the outer case. Okay, what's happening here? We're inside some sort of loop. I no longer increment the indexes. Why isn't that? IXA B, probably just erased that by accident. Valid pairs answer none. Okay, that's weird because this one I expected it to get into here. Let me see. That's an invalid pair. So, okay, it correctly detects that that one is invalid because this one has a longer nesting than that one. So that is fine. So now this one versus that one, that's also interesting because they both have a level up there and the other one have, okay. So this one is curious, let me see. Let me see. If A equals this, let me just check what it does here, because it says empty string to versus this one. I need to do the same for the level down. That is correct. So yeah, let's do the same here. Is level down. And this one isn't level down. Let's see. And the inverse is true here again, because that means that the list is longer. Shorter list. Shorter list. And if A has a shorter list, then it's good. If B has a shorter list, then it's false. So let's write out this one. So let me see, I should pick up, cool. So it at least picks up, which one is this? It also says 6, that's not correct, right? let me see, 1, 2, 3. So it says this one is correct. Okay. It says this one is correct, which is also true just based on that. This one isn't. And then this one is also correct. And this one isn't. Okay, cool. So we have parts working now. So yeah, let's do the other cases now as well. Boom, 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 boom. Let's see if that one is level up. Okay. Do I need to check all of those conditions? No, right? Oh, my hands are so cold. Jesus. I just wonder if all of these cases, if they can all be else ifs. Because if one can be level up, do I still need to check this? I will need to check that. I might need to do a check from the A side and then do another check from the B side just in case. But yeah, let's see. So these are the inequality things. I also need to make sure that I check that if that's not the case, right? I checked those situations. Let me see what I need to do now. Boom, 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 boom. Because if this is not going on, then we need to check. Let me think. So this was the easy part. Now I need to check the actual values and make sure that I have actual values to compare. Basically, this already says that we have that. So if none of these situations are true, we just should encounter values now, right? So let's see. Let me just spit it out, just so that I have. Okay, I keep getting called. Just 1 second. Sorry for that interruption. I just needed to make sure that there wasn't something terribly wrong because, yeah, I keep getting a call from the same number over and over again. Let's see. So we do AIXA. Am I still providing quality background noise for everybody? Man, it's been over 2 hours. This really needs to wrap up now. So what I'm trying to do is just see the things that I end up comparing here, that I know what I need to account for. I can't even align these. Let me see. Because if everything is correct, I should only encounter similar things now and never misaligned stuff, because everything is either aligned, and when it's not aligned, it breaks out of it. So yeah. So now basically what I can do is, if Yes. And I should probably cache these values as well. So let me just do char ca cb. Ca is aix a, cb is b ix b. But then we also get yeah, after this I should re-index them. Right. So now I should do this again because they might have changed. So this is CB, CA, CA, CB. Okay. CA, CB, CB, CA. And I'll be so frustrated when I see some Perl script like this, a Python script like that small, and it just does exactly what it needs. It would be really interesting to watch other people solve this. But yeah, let's see, CA versus CB. So what we can do now is if CA is level up or CA is level down or CA is level comma actually if CA isn't CB, throw new application exception. This should never happen, right? Because we just noticed that they should always be the same if they're not there. And now we can actually do this while. No, actually, let's not do this. No need to process, else we need to match them. And what we need to do now is just find the next number like we did here. Yes. So now we need to compare these numbers. Should we do yes, IXA. I should probably just write a function int extract number string raw int start index. Right. IXA becomes start index in this case. A becomes raw. We just need this actually. Raw dot substring, and then this part. No. This is also wrong that I coded here. Let me see. because it needs to be raw.substring, and it needs to start at start index, and then it needs to end at the next index. What do you call it? Next index. Minus start index. And then we need to parse this. Int parse this. Right, let me see. So we do int ia, ib. Ia is extract number, a comma ixa. Same for b. And now it should be this. Let me see what I did wrong here. No, it's correct. Let's see, 7 versus 7. And we can skip all the other things here that I wrote. Okay. Getting there. Okay, so now we need to do if ia is smaller than ib, is valid is true. And now we need this. Else larger is false. Break. We can do this. So we can say ia is larger than that. Pair the index plus 1 is false. We're getting somewhere now. Okay, pair 1 is true, pair 2 is true, 3 is false, 8 is false. Okay, where did it say 6 is true? I didn't spit that out. So yeah, we're getting there. And now I still need to do, oh no, I already have that logic there. So it actually should be 1, 2, 4, 6 is 13. I think that is actually the logic that we needed, right? 1, 2, 4, 6, oh yeah, okay. Wow, I can hardly believe that we actually did that. So let me now just remove all the right lines and go crazy and just run the real input and see how many bugs I still have there. Let's do that away, remove this, remove all my right lines here. Okay, and now do the real input. Anders is getting ready to laugh very hard when this fails, right? Oh man, it's been a journey and a half, or 6, 2.5 hours in, and I finally managed to parse something. And I did this the wrong way around. Let's see. Okay, so the answer is 5295. Let's see if that works. Not the right answer. Your answer is too low. If you're stuck, make sure you're using the full input data. Okay, that is not good, and that really sucks. Okay. Let's see. So now the debugging starts again. Let me add these statements here as well so that I can tell why I'm doing stuff. Let's see. That was weirdly close to my part one. Let's see. B has deeper nesting. A has deeper nesting is false. Yeah, this will be a mess to debug. So yeah, the first thing here. The thing is, I'm saying something is wrong when it shouldn't, because it says the input number was too low. So that is probably where I should focus, where it says false. Because it says here 5 is larger than 3. Yeah. So that is here. I was wondering if I put my input here, because it's been so long. I'm just going to notepad input day 13. Let's take Discord. Let's see, input day 13. I'm just going to drop this in my Discord. Can anybody give me the true false for part 1? So basically, if you want to run my input and then I'll compare it to mine, I'll just make a list, and then maybe I can do more focused debugging to see where it goes wrong. So let me just so let's see. So I wonder if there's anybody that can run this input and tell me which one of my pairs is off, so that I can look closer to where my logic breaks. If not, I'll probably stop streaming for now and just tackle it later, because it's getting really late already. Because it's been 2.5 hours. I have a client I need to go to in an hour and a half, and I still have somebody else to call back. So let me look at it right now to see the failing ones. A has a deeper nesting, pair 6. Let me see. It's so hard to read like this. Oh wait, it doesn't do anything for pair 5. Let me go back to the thing. Let's see in my Discord. Okay, let me see. Yeah, see, pair 5 is not in my. Oh no, I have pair 5. 1, 2. Yeah, let's align that in a text document. Let's see, Notepad. Thank you for running that. That at least gives me some idea of where to look. Oh, so these are the diffs? You already did that? Let's see. Oh no, it breaks over 2 lines. Let me just see here. So I'm missing 14 here. 42. I counted 1 that shouldn't be there apparently. Ah, the order is wrong here. Wait, let me see. It just. Oh no, wait. No, it's like this. Okay, so there's more than one thing wrong here. So, missing 14, 42, 103, and 149. False positive, 100, and 137. Okay, so these are our differences. So thank you for doing that. Yes, so I have 14. Wait, you say you don't have 14? Oh, I don't have 14. Let me see. Yeah. So I don't have 14, 42, 103, and 149. And I do 101 and 137 wrong. So let's see. So let's debug this. Let's see. I set inspect int inspect this to this. Let's see. If not inspect in inspect that contains pair dot index mine +1. Continue. Okay, so now that we've got rid of all the noise, let's see what it does. Okay. So we have 0, 0, 0 there, then 10. So in the end, it complains about. It says 2 is larger than 0. Let's bring that into a notepad. That's interesting, because basically what this means is that it would turn this into this. Right? Or am I wrong here? So if I align it like this, it would then do this. Oh wait. Wait, how would it actually transform this? Because yeah, it would see this, and then it would be just keep it like this. Let me see. Because here it says, okay, we have, we compare this, right? And it has to compare it against this one. So that means that this one goes to that one goes to that one. But how does it treat this case? Because it's an ending there. So, correct me if I'm wrong, but what I think this would do is, since we have a nesting here, it would turn this one into its separate nesting. So it would do, let me see. Let me ban that. Done. That should be good. It's always nice to have spam in your chat. So yeah, according to this, it would do this, right? Boom. Ban hammered. Okay. And then it evaluates like this. That is fine. Then it does 10 against that. And then it's like, okay, this one is shorter. But in this case, it already starts at 10 is bigger than 0, which means that convert the integer to a list. Yes. So basically it says, no, it won't. I already know. So I wonder why your solution says that it would... Can you explain to me, Keith, why it would say 14 is true? Because if I compare this to this, this becomes its own list, and then you compare 10 to 0. 10 is larger than 0, so it should be false. So I'm really curious. Oh, do you have 0-based indexes or 1-based indexes, by the way? Not that I'm checking the wrong thing here. Because when I manually do this one should be false. So let me see if I can see something strange about... No, because you reported 1-based indexes, right? Okay, I don't get it. But it's also, it says like 2 is larger than 10, per 14 is false. So why? Let me run this again. Is valid, is false. I didn't write this one out here. Let me do this as well. That isn't my 14. No, okay. I meant, can you run the input that I sent you? That I shared in the list. I wasn't looking for your answers. I was trying to get you to run this list. Count them down in your input. What? Okay, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, this is the one that I in my list, number 14. Oh, I'm doing the wrong comparison. I usually that, yes. I looked at the thing wrong because it's that versus that. Okay, my bad. Okay. Okay, so it seems like this extracted 0 instead of 10. So the extract function is wrong. Let me make sure that it works. Good point. Thanks. Okay, let's run this. And I should probably go to the point where we compare numbers. Okay, so this one extracted 2 and this one extracted 0, and that is not correct. So let's go here, set next statement, extract number, next index is 5, start index was 4, index of any. Wait, am I passing in the right one? That's a different string. Wait. Go here again. I think, oh yeah, it's my fix function that is wrong, probably. Yes, let me see. Well, it should have spit that out, actually, what it did. So yeah, here it's also wrong. It swallowed the 0 there. So my parse function was correct, but it swallowed the 0 there. Did I change this? No, right. Let me see. Let me make sure that I do this one well. So this one, it should take B. Okay, so that is correct. Then the level up, and then it's this thing is wrong because it should just do 1. No, it should actually just do a substring at b.ixb, comma, next index minus ixb, right? Yes. That is the value that we want to extract. Then we add the level down, and then we need to actually do another substring here, which is b.substring next index. And I believe this is the correct one, actually. Quick watch. Let's see, is this correct? So this one should have just added those here and the rest is the same. Yeah, okay. Okay. So it's basically just this logic that is wrong, that is messing it up, which is stupid, and I should have seen it before. So now it is IXA level up, and that's why I should have extracted this to a function. So this should be IXA, IXA, and then next index min IXB, and then we add another substring here, which is a substring, and this needs to be the entire thing here as well. Okay. Let's see what it spits out now. True, 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 false. 137. False positive. Okay, that is good. 103 is true. It still says per 100 is true, when it shouldn't be according to your code. So 14 and 42 are now true. That is good. Let me run the entire thing here again, so that I have the new updated list. Just to make sure that I don't have anything else wrong. So let's see. This is looking better now. Ah, yeah, that is also good. Because it now fully aligns with what it needs to be. Cool. Okay, so I think we got it now, and I closed the output. Let me run it again. So now the output should be this. Oh, let's not do that. Oh, I have some sort of scroll bug now. It's going so smoothly today. Okay, for some reason my thing keeps scrolling. Can I just do this without it going crazy? Submit. Woohoo! I'm not so happy after nearly 3 hours, damn it. But yeah, okay. So the logic that I wrote was actually correct. I just had a bug in the substring part that fixes the lists. Jesus Christ. Okay. Let's read part 2. Now you just need to put all of the packets in the right order. Disregard the blank lines in your list of received packets. Yeah. The distress signal protocol also requires that you include 2 additional divider packets. Okay. Using the same rules as above, organize all packets, the one in your list of received packets as well as the 2 dividers packets, into the correct order. For this example above, the result of putting the packets in the correct order is, okay. You need to determine the indices of the two divider packets and multiply them together. The first packet is at index 1, second, etc. Okay. Okay. So basically, this needs to be a sort function. Okay. That should be doable, actually. So if I take this thing and put it into a function, bool is smaller, like this. We strip out the outer layer. These become our input. And we don't care actually, so it's string A and value index, so this becomes A, B, let's just do it like this, A, this returns because this should just return 0, 1 or -1. If PA.value is PB.value, return 0. Okay. Let me see, int out A, out B. Then we have string A, B. Then we have PA.value, PB.value. Okay. We could probably skip this. We do char CA CD. Okay. Next index. Let's just not dump all of this crap anymore. Return -1. Return 1. Return 1. Return -1. Return 1. Return -1. And then we do return -1. Yeah, in the end, if it's all okay, the first one wins out. No, actually, yeah, if it never gets added to the list, then it's not true, so then it's fine. But we probably never end up here, right? I'm just curious. Okay, so now we can do so part 2 is something like this, and we need to inject the 2 extra things there. So let's go to part 2. So we have a list of oh yeah, we no longer have packets, but just pairs, right? Yeah, we have all of them. So we do actually dot 2 lines, 2 lines. Does 2 lines already give me a list? Okay. We do var pairs is dot 2 lines, order by sort, pairs dot sort. No. Can I just, okay, let me just quickly Google that. C# sort array. You can normally provide like an AB. Do I need to write a comparer? I thought I could just do an inline. Basically, this is what we need. Okay. It's annoying that I need to write a different class for that even. Actually, I could just make this one an iComparer of string. And then we could do is smaller. Do we have that one here? Basically, it's this. So back get comparer. Yeah, string a. Basically, it's just this one. Then it needs to be int compare. If you have the right types, you can just do list.sort is smaller. Okay? Really? Let's do to list pairs.sort is smaller. No, that isn't an iComparer. Oh yeah, but it also doesn't have the same signature. Okay, let me see. If I change this to be just string A, string B, string A, string B. Let me just put it in a separate because I change it. Let me see if PA equals PB. Alright, okay, you are right there. Okay. For sorted is, does it sort the list or does it produce a new one? It sorts it. Okay, that is good. That union. So new string. And then we need to insert 2 of the values from this thing here. Okay, and then we should have, let's see, for int I is 0, I smaller pairs of count, plus I. Okay, let's do hash set string extra is not this. Now we add those. That should work like that, and we do string. It's not a pair anymore. Let's just do packets. Packet. Packet is packets I. If extra contains packet, int PA PB. Okay, we do extra packet indexes dot add I plus 1. It's actually, yeah. And then we do console.writeLine, console.writeLine, result, and we do extra packet indexes. Multiply. Okay. It was multiplying them, right? Okay. Let's also spit out the sorted list just so we can view it. Sorted. And then we do string.join environment new line, comma packets. Okay. Whew. Let's see. I think I have it in reverse, right? Or not? Let's see. Oh yeah, it spits out all the logic. Yeah, I have my logic in reverse, so I need to do the opposite of that. Let's see. It's smaller, so I need to do the inverse of what I do there. You know what? instead of that, let's just cross this one and not make any mistakes. Cross because reverted. I could also do sort by descending or whatever, yeah. So yeah, this looks better. Goes all the way down. Let's just post this and hope that it works. Woohoo! Jesus Christ, that was a tough one for me. Just because my first instinct was just write a parser that goes character by character, and then I got stuck in my head. I was like, okay, let's do a different approach and a different approach. And usually your first idea is still the best, but man. So yeah, I should probably cut this into an 8-minute video or something. Yeah, we've been live for over 3 hours, Jesus Christ. I'm glad that I got there in the end, but damn was it messy. Phew. Yeah, I can't even look at this right now. I need to just delete this part. I only wrote a few hundred lines of code. I can see a lot of people getting frustrated today. Yeah. And the thing was that I just couldn't get myself to write it correct the first time, which is annoying. And some with saying easy peasy. Yeah, I'm sure there are people that solve this in a few minutes. But for me, the biggest issue was just I knew how to do it. I just was not getting there. Because when I did the object-oriented approach, I was like, okay, and now I lose. After that was done, I was like, okay, and now I lose the ordering. The only way to do it is just go character by character. Yeah. So look at what other people have done. Because you've looked enough at my screen for now. Let's look at what Keith did then. Let's see. Okay, so it goes into depth. I cheated on the parsing. Okay. Is this depth used anywhere? Okay. So this is the part 2 thing. Okay. Well, you can also use this for part 1. Yeah. Let's see. Packet pairs is chunk 2. Yeah, okay. Family packets is compare 1. That just takes the message. Yes, okay. I will need to look at this again when my mind isn't so frazzled. C has a built-in library to parse it. Okay. What does this do? One from the end? Ah, okay. Probably right. See what smap did. Packet.parse. go out for a 5-minute walk, then go to work now. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I was just wondering, like in the operator you specify that's like a -1 specification. Yeah. As I said, I need to do that more. Number packet. Ah, okay, yeah. Oh, yeah. Nice. So how do you do the number packet, getting in right parse list? How do you do the equality for like when one is a number packet? Ah, okay. Yeah, this is smart. I like that. Whew. Yeah, I'm going to end the stream here and just unpack, and I probably will go through this code yet again to see how I can do this better in the future, because while I don't mind what I did, just going character by character and fixing the nestings, it's pretty verbose. Provide, compare to, complements are equatable. Yeah, I'm going to end it here. Oh, go stretch, take a walk, whatever, reset, and hope that I don't struggle this much tomorrow. So yeah, I want to thank Smap UK, Anders and Keith, especially for sticking with me all this time. That's been nice. Thank you, Keith, for checking which one of the ones that I was doing wrong. That caught me, that made me easily find the substring thing that I did wrong. Because if you haven't done that, I would probably get lost in all the records and see it. Yeah. Till next day, see if the pain multiplies. I think it will probably be okay. But yeah, this one was a tough one for me. Yeah, I'll probably code it again tonight or tomorrow, just like from scratch, to see if how I can go about this better and learn from it for next time. So yeah, thanks everybody, and maybe see you tomorrow for a shorter stream.